And hello everyone, this is your host Shams, and this is my very first video podcast at KPN TV. And let me mention that I'm an intern here too. And today I'm going to interview my two special guests. Actually, they are really special to me because they are my very first guests. So allow me to introduce them. One is my friend whose name is Zach. He's a boxer, He's a amateur, national ranked amateur boxer who fought his last fight in Tennessee where he was representing Team New England. Which is really great to have him here today. And as we all know, that boxing is one of the very toughest sports in the world. And very few people go that far, and it's really great to have him here today. Before we get started, let me introduce my second guest, Coach Alex. Here we go. Coach Alex owns a gym in Lynn, which is really next level gym, I must say. Like, I've been there too, and I've been in love with it. Like, if you guys need a really good motivation to go over there, don't forget, just go over there and you will see. So let's go to Mr. Zach. What's up, man?
Good morning, Shams. I just want to thank you for having me on the show today. At your first podcast, it's an honor to be featured.
Thank you, man.
And thank you to KPN TV for this opportunity to speak about boxing on the state level, local level, and nationwide level. I'm just very excited to have this opportunity, and I want to thank KPN TV as well as Shams. In the same sentence, I would like to congratulate you on your opportunity.
Thanks, man.
To progress in the film and photo industry. It's an honor to be on your show. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, buddy. So tell me, Zach, when and how did you find out like you want to be a boxer, like as a profession?
From a young age, I always knew that I wanted to be a boxer. My mother was a Hall of Fame athlete in Marblehead growing up, so growing up with a Hall of Fame athlete as a mother, I was naturally driven towards athletics. And on my father's side, boxing runs in the family. So my father would always have boxing matches on from the 80s all the way up into the early 2000s, all the way through. If you go to his house, he's probably watching boxing. So I naturally had a love affair with the sport from a very young age. I was not just in love with boxing, I was obsessed with boxing. So as a kid, I would go to my grandmother's on the weekends, and I would go for treasure hunts, looking around for old G.I. Joes, old athletic equipment, whatever I could find. You know, when you're a kid, you'll have fun with anything. So I was looking around one day in the attic, and I stumbled across an old box, a dusty old box. I dusted it off, brought it downstairs, opened it up quick like it was a gift. I ripped out the stuff. I didn't know what it was. They were old, dusty boxing gloves, old. I tried to put them on my feet. I thought they were slippers or boots. I had no idea what they were at the time. I was only a little boy. I ran in, Grandma, look what I found. Old slippers. She said, no. My grandma said, oy vey. It was like, oh boy, she found the boxing gloves. So she told me that one of my cousins was a boxer and that it had run in the family. I had an uncle that was a boxer. And my dad loved boxing, so naturally I gravitated closer to the sport after finding boxing gloves and learning of the sport running in the family.
Wow. So good, buddy.
Absolutely.
So does your family support you in it? You know, or many families does not support, like, you know, boxing as a profession. Really?
Boxing being a unique sport, that it's all passion. And I have received a tremendous amount of support from my father, my mother, my family, my gym being Private Jewel Fitness. I've received a tremendous amount of support from the community and my sponsors at Metro Credit Union over in Chelsea. So I'm extremely grateful to be at the position I am in life, not only receiving support for my diet, my training, but also on a financial level from the institution that I'm sponsored by as well.
And I heard, like, people call you Shark Attack.
What's up with that? Zach the Shark Attack.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Zach the Shark Attack is a nickname because growing up in Marblehead, Massachusetts, and growing up in the North Shore, and then eventually moving to Gloucester, Massachusetts, I have a lot of respect for the ocean and a lot of respect for the inhabitants of the ocean, being the animals. The shark being the most beast predator, the most ferocious predator in the ocean. You see a shark. Shark. So it causes excitement naturally with Hollywood hits being Jaws, Sharknado, I mean, you name it.
Yeah.
Sharks
cool.
all over the map. It's a very popular. It rhymes with my name being Zach the Shark Attack. So it's just a good name for me growing up on the water, and Zach the Shark Attack. So.
And I heard like Golden Gloves are upon us, like, and you won last year.
Yeah,
What's up with that, buddy?
I won the Central Division of the Golden Gloves last year. Central Division Open Class Heavyweight Championship, which is open class means you have 10 fights or more. So you're an advanced boxer,
Wow.
elite boxer, and I
You
won
have to
last
fight
year.
10 fights.
To be in the open class, you have
Wow.
to fight 10 fights.
And you have to
Yes.
win.
You don't have to win, no, but no, a great boxer is not made up in wins and losses. It's made up in the will to continue.
And
love
when
of
are
the
you
sport.
fighting your next fight?
I have a bye week right now in the Golden Gloves. It's upon us right now, so I'm actually very excited to try and go after my
cool.
next championship.
To regain your
Yes,
title?
absolutely. So I'm looking to fight next Friday. That's the goal, to have a fight next Friday at Lowell Memorial Auditorium and become a 2018 Central Division Golden Glove champion. That's my goal.
Cool, man. It's really good to know that. So I'm moving toward my next guest, Mr. Alex.
How you doing? my
What's
friend?
up, man?
Thank you for having us once
Thank
again.
you. Once again.
Here we go.
So tell me about yourself.
Myself, man, there's a lot about me. I
Yeah,
could stay here and
just
talk about
try
a whole
it.
month, you know?
That's
So,
right.
what do you want to talk about? Tell me about
Just
myself,
how did you grow
kids.
up? Yeah, they're like from a
Okay,
kid.
here we
thing,
go.
yeah.
So let's start.
go ahead.
So let's go back, I guess, since I started sports.
Yeah.
Because, I don't want to go back since, I was born 2 years old, since I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But sports, I started karate. I actually got a martial arts background. I'm a black belt, third degree in Kempo. I'm also a green belt in Rashayu.
Wow.
I'm a national champ in Kempo 2 times. I fought for the national team in '97. I was really big in martial arts. I started when I was 8 years old. My
8
dad,
years old.
My dad put me, I could have started younger, but, I started at 8. He brought me to the gym. My dad was a big known sparring partner in Puerto Rico. He sparred a lot of big name boxers in Puerto Rico, like Macho Camacho and things like that. And he used to bring me as a kid too to the gym. And as a kid, I just worked out with all these high-end athletes and doing karate and things like that. Just drove. It was just part of me. I just loved it as a kid. And I came here to United States when I was 10. I came here, and it was a culture shock.
Yeah.
It was different, super cold. It was just different. I didn't even speak English.
Yeah, and it's
I was
really
10,
tough.
so I was barely learning how to talk Spanish. So it's just
That's
like
right.
it was just like, whoa, what's going on? So it was beautiful growing up. My life been beautiful. It's been up and downs. After I've been, came here when I was 10. I followed the passion for baseball.
Baseball.
I love baseball. I had a
It's
full scholarship.
different. Coaching and baseball.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I had a full scholarship for baseball
Wow.
to UMass. I graduated at UMass.
You graduated from
Yeah,
UMass.
from UMass. I have a master's degree in business management.
Wow.
I always been, involved into education and sports. I think sports and education go hand to hand together. And, that's why, my gym, I will talk more about it later on as
Yeah.
we go along with the story.
Yeah.
But, my gym focus a lot in education and a sportsmanship program. But we could talk about that
Yeah.
later on. But, growing up, and I thought, education was always key for me. So, I had everything going good for me. Play baseball, still doing karate. At the same time, when I was doing karate, I was doing boxing. I fought for the Land Boys Club. And then from the Land Boys Club, we went to Club America. It was kind of like the same gym. I just moved from one place to another. I became a Golden Glove champ in 2000 and 2001.
So you were a boxer too?
Yeah, I did boxing
Yeah.
too. I was also a champ in boxing. It was going back and forth from karate and boxing, karate. But I fell in love more for karate because I was traveling. I was going to Ireland. I was going to Portugal for like national titles and winning them. So it was more for it was a different exposure. Now when I graduated college, I don't know what happened, man. I took a left turn.
That's
What I
we
mean, I
do.
took a left turn, man. I started partying.
Mhm.
Started selling drugs.
Oh.
I became a big time drug dealer, and it wasn't good at all. It was horrible. I was taking apart my community.
Mhm.
I was taking it apart, and I got caught.
You got caught.
Oh yeah, I got caught. One of my best friends actually put me under the bus. That hurt me a lot, and now I see it, and you know what? Thank you,
You're
because you know what? I deserve the time that I was in prison. You know, I was there facing 15 to life. Never thought I was gonna come out ever again. So that I didn't let that ruin me. I stayed positive. And guess what? I was running a boxing program in prison. So you know,
Yeah, I've seen
I was
the
running a
movies
boxing
too,
yeah,
like
so
that,
I
like-
was helping people. I started working more with holistic energy from karate, martial arts. When I did martial arts,
There was a boxing community in the prison too?
yeah, man. Boxing, like Bernard Hopkins and things like that. There's a lot of boxers, man. They came from like a big, strong, in structured boxing program from an institute, and they
know that.
became world champions and things like that. Right now, it's sadly to say they taking programs like that off because you know the state can afford it and things like that. It's sad because a lot of those things that keep inmates with the mind of the stuff. You know, it's kind of more like it helped me. I found myself in that. I'm not gonna lie. I was there every day helping people. I started working with like energy levels from martial arts. I went back to my roots, you know, knowing myself, you know, mind, body, and soul. And in prison, man, I changed and I started helping people. And I remember every day I was like on my knees saying, God, please, if I get out, I'll devote myself to my community. My case got turned over with that Annie Dukin case. Anybody don't know about the Annie Dukin case, but it was like a big corruption on the state lab and things like that. So there was a lot of corruption on my case, too much, where they kind of dropped my case and they let me out. And I've been out since helping my community, man. My gym been amazing, helping kids day by day.
Tell me about
beautiful.
the private Jules Fitness.
Man.
Like private Jules Fitness is a competitive gym
Private
that
Juice
compete
Fitness.
in national, regional, and local level from amateur to pro boxing
Yes, and more.
and more. And we're looking forward to it. Yeah.
Well,
right.
well, in my gym, I love my gym because what I focus a lot on my gym is lifestyle. It's lifestyle changes. You know, it comes by doing the right decisions in life. You know, life is based on the decisions that you do every day by day, man. You know, if you know if you're gonna eat McDonald's and McDonald's
That's
is horrible
right.
for you, why are you gonna eat it? You know, everything's run by decisions. You know, so by choices in life. So what I teach more in my gym is more lifestyle changes. You want to compete? Boom, we take you to compete. Do you want to come and just
And is it
lower
for
your high blood pressure
is it for
and relax?
public? Like anybody can come
Well,
in?
my gym is a private gym.
Yeah.
You only could come there by.
That's why it's
yeah.
called private Jules Fitness.
Well, no, Private Juice Fitness. The name actually has a meaning.
Oh.
I call it Private Juice. A lot of people be, oh man, that kind of sounds a little perverted, but it has more than a meaning. Private Juice for us, all of us are like a diamond in the rough, ready to get worked out. I've seen a diamond before. It's like a coal. It's black. Every day we have to work ourselves out.
That's
Guess
right.
what?
Yeah, I've been there too. It's
Exactly.
great.
We work ourselves up. Guess what? Now you become a beautiful Jew.
Powerful,
You're
positive.
private.
Yeah.
You're our Jew.
Powerful.
You understand?
Positive.
Right. I
So
got you.
that's the meaning that I got for it, and it's a beautiful conversation starter. Oh, why
Yeah.
you name it like that?
Yeah.
Boom. You get the analogy. It makes sense because I'm perfect. I was a diamond in the rough, and everybody in my gym is a diamond in the rough. My gym, I work with the state program where I work with DSS kids and DYS kids, and I help them out every day. But in my gym for kids, I got kids that work for free. They train for free in my gym, but they need to give me a 2.8 GPA and higher.
That's right.
Education
Yeah.
is key. You know, so I got kids that been crazy criminal activity, homeless.
And you've been training
no
them really
future.
hard.
The goal is to turn
We
them
got it
around.
done.
That's right.
Turn them around.
You got it done.
Rewiring what's going on.
Cool.
Yeah, life is beautiful, man. It's always gonna be
So
okay.
tell me about Zach, coach. Like,
Zach,
how's he
man.
going? Like,
He's a good
He's
diamond
fighting.
right here to start. When he
Oh.
first came to me, he got kicked out from 7 other gyms.
Just
Right.
about, yeah.
7 other gyms.
Had a tough-
He had
tough
a,
road.
you know, it's just the chemistry. He didn't have the chemistry with other coaches that are supposed to be there. You know, it's like, this is a sport that you're either gonna love it or hate it. And if you don't have the backup from a coach to love the sport, you're just gonna get what you're getting them back. You understand? So he got, he was having problems finding the gym. They were about to take his boxing license away, everything. So I called them, talked to them.
Things were spinning out of control for me.
And from being ranked number 0, now he's ranked, 12 in the world?
I just saw the
13
world
in the
ranking
nation.
too,
13 in the
country
country.
ranking too.
Yeah,
The
13
country, the USA, the country is a big place.
Yeah, 50
Yeah.
states.
50 states. Now, to be ranked 13 in the whole entire country, that says I'm doing something right.
That's right.
I'm doing
Being
everything
Golden
right.
Glove champ, it's just
Golden
It's a
Glove
big
champ.
thing.
It's
Like
a lot-
to come
it's
at
national ranking.
13th ranking. It's
Hard work.
so cool.
Hard work and dedication is really the only two things.
Training, hard work. That's
Sum
all
it
that
all up.
matter.
Hard work and dedication.
Cool.
never giving up.
Boxing is an individual sport, but you absolutely need a good team around you. And Private Jewel Fitness gave me that foundation to be a champion. Ultimately.
Wow, this is so good. So tell me, Coach, how did you find Zach?
Actually,
And what?
he came to me.
Yeah.
I actually just came in one day.
Like,
'cause I
how
heard
did you
this was
find
the-
the
I heard this
Private
was the
Jewel
gym to be.
Gym and Coach Alex?
My friend Charles Espinal is the captain on the team. My friend Fercy Ferreira is the captain on the team. So knowing those two guys and knowing of the gym, knowing about Lynn, I grew up in Marblehead, so it's only a hop, skip, and a jump away. It being so close to where I grew up, I knew it was the home for me. My first day there, training there, I knew it was my home, my new home. The chemistry, the connection. 2 weeks at Private Jewel Fitness, and I was a Golden Glove champion. 2 weeks. I was with Alex, and I was a champion. So I knew I was with the right place. And since then, we've been competing nationally, Chattanooga, Tennessee. We've traveled all around the country, all around the world. We travel all around the state, Rhode Island, all over. Anywhere you can imagine, we go. And it's because we have a hungry coach and we have a hungry group of guys. And that together, you can have a champion team. You can have a champion team. If all the right things are in place, you can have a champion team. And we all look out for each other. Like I said before, boxing is an individual sport, but you absolutely need your team.
That's right.
And I know I'm with the right people.
And what does his future looks like in USA boxing, Coach?
Well, we haven't even scratched the surface yet. This is just getting him ready for his pro career. Our goal here is finishing this year strong with him as the amateur boxer. And by next year, I want to turn him pro. This is just amateur boxing. This is great. This is right on the pro. This is where you want to be before you go pro, because, this is where you get the experience. This is where you're fighting in front of thousands of people, 500 people in different states. You get put in different elements. So when you turn pro, been there, done that. It's an easy road from there go. Our biggest goal right now is keep getting forward, keeping him ranked, getting low in the ranking, go to the pre-qualification for the Olympics.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
After the pre-qualification for the Olympics, we're making, if he goes to become an Olympian, boom, from 2019, he'll be picked and he'll be part of the Olympic team. And he'll be good. After that, that's it. If that happened, the other thing, we're going to turn
We'd
him
love
pro.
to see him, to go.
Absolutely.
That's your way, man.
God bless America.
That's right. God bless America.
That's it. And we got him, and we got a bunch of other kids in the gym that are on the same boat where he's at. It's a great team. They're just a family. They love each other. They
That's
spot
what
together.
matters.
They give each other rides.
Spar
They
together,
argue.
eat
They
together,
fight.
hang
They
out,
push each other. They
you
punch
name
each
it.
other in the face. But at the end of the day,
It's
they
love.
kiss.
It's
There
love.
you
Love
go.
it.
Those are my brothers.
Yeah.
I'd do anything for anyone on the team, whether it's their first day or their 5th year. It doesn't matter. We all look out for each other. And
That's
the
it.
goal is to keep the team growing, keep the family growing.
So good. All right. So we call it a wrap, I think so.
Absolutely. Shannon.
chicken
Thank you
wrap.
so much
That
for
sounds
having
good.
me, man.
Yep. I hope you guys enjoyed our podcast. And for the feedback, go on the YouTube channel and subscribe us. We are there on YouTube as Cape Television. And we are also on Facebook and Instagram. Go guys, check it out. Thank you.
Woo.